Us up to date with that. Police cells will be used again to hold prisoners as jails in England and Wales are running at close to critical capacity, with a number of prisoners reaching a 6-month high. GCSE exams could be scaled back and replaced with coursework because pupils are too stressed. A review ordered by the Education Secretary. Well, good they're back safely. Can you imagine, though? You know, you chuck a few things in a bag, stuck there for 286 days.
Yeah, but apparently they love because that's all
Good morning. A teenager who murdered his family and planned to carry out one of the biggest massacres of the 21st century will be sentenced today. Nicholas Prosper used a shotgun to kill his mother, brother and 13-year-old sister at their home in Luton last September. The 19-year-old also wanted to kill dozens of children at a nearby primary school. Our senior news correspondent. There will be no immediate ceasefire in the war in Ukraine after a 2-hour phone call between President Donald Trump and his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin failed to see a deal struck. There were some positive signs, however, including an agreement not to target power stations. It comes as European military chiefs continue to work together on plans to strengthen their forces. Our chief correspondent. Victims and survivors of terrorism will receive extra support under plans being outlined by the government today. It's promised a dedicated hub to help people in the immediate and long-term aftermath of an attack. Proposals for a new national day for victims and survivors of terrorism are also being considered. Our correspondent Israel has continued military strikes on targets in Gaza overnight after ending the ceasefire with the promise that they will continue with full force. The Defence Minister said that, in his words, the gates of hell would remain open in Gaza until all the hostages were freed. Our correspondent. And finally, they were only supposed to stay in space for 8 days, but have been stuck on the International Space Station since June last year. Overnight, a rescue mission successfully returned 2 astronauts to Earth. Kira Durkin has the story. So how close did he come to carrying out this massacre then? Richard Gaisford is here with more. Good morning, Richard. I mean, just bring us up to date with all of this. What more do we know about exactly what was said on this phone?
That seems very unlikely.
OK, Richard, thanks very much for bringing. Were killed and hundreds wounded in the terror attacks of 2017. Good morning, Katie. I know you've spoken to survivors of attacks about these new plans. What do they make of them? Horrific scenes of destruction in Gaza over the last 48 hours. But is it a surprise that the ceasefire has collapsed?